Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Kira from Trying to Be Minimalist. Today we're going to be a bit more Christmassy and talk about the 12 things that I'm not going to buy this Christmas for a more minimalist Christmas and to help save space in my house. And if you're new here, I make videos all about decluttering and minimalism, as I believe that we all deserve to have a home that's easy to manage and lets us spend time on the things we love. So let's get into the video. So first up, number one, we've got advent calendars. So not the chocolate type of advent calendars like I've got here. Definitely buy these for my sons every year, but it's more the beauty advent calendars or the gin ones. So anything that's non-chocolate really, I don't buy those advent calendars. I think because it's encouraging you to buy things that you don't really need. In terms of things like the beauty ones, like my skincare, I just don't think I'd really use a lot of the products that you get in them because I feel I've got my skincare routine and beauty routine down to a T now, and I don't need any other products. So I do think there'd probably be quite a lot of wastage. I think it can be nice as a gift for other people, but then again, sometimes you think, will they actually use all the products? Is that the best use? Because I think there's quite a big markup on the products as well, and sometimes it's probably a bit cheap to actually buy the main product by itself rather than buying an advent calendar around it. So that's the first item I won't be buying this year. But of course, we do have these for the boys. So item number two that I'm not buying this year is new Christmas jumpers. So I'm already wearing my Christmas jumper, as you can see in this video, which I've had for a few years and I don't think I need a new one. Then these are my sons and they've had them since last year. They are slightly bigger, so they can still fit them this year. And that's what I tend to do generally, so that I'm not buying something that's just going to last for one season. It will hopefully last for the next as well. So that's a tip, buy them a little bit bigger if you are going to buy new ones, because they usually only wear them maybe once or twice over the Christmas season, possibly at school when they have a school Christmas jumper day, or if they're going to visit Santa, that type of thing. And you can also look at pre-loved ones as well. You don't have to buy them completely new to save yourself a bit of money. Have a look on Vinted or somewhere like that if you want to shop around and get a good deal, because a lot of people are similar and they'll just wear them once or twice and then put them straight onto Vinted. So you might be able to pick up a bargain there. Okay, so the next thing on my list, number three, that I'm not buying this Christmas is new Christmas pajamas for myself or the children. So I don't normally buy myself Christmas pajamas anywhere. I know that they do really cute sets of matching family pajamas, but I'm not really into that because I just don't think I get enough wear of mine. With the boys, obviously, it's a lot more of a novelty thing, and I do get them Christmas pajamas. But what I try and do, very similar to the Christmas jumpers, is buy them a larger size that will last for 2 years rather than one. So these are from last year, and I did buy them a bit bigger, so they are now the perfect size for the boys this year. So that's something that will save me some money as well as space in my kids' pajama drawer, because if you're constantly buying new ones every year, you're just going to have an endless pile of pajamas or a lot of pajamas that are unused, which is not good either. So my number four item I'm not buying for Christmas is Christmas Eve boxes. So I've never really brought these for the kids because I think there's enough other things going on that they've got in the lead up to Christmas. So like I said, I do get them Christmas pajamas every other year, so they'll have a pair to wear. They get chocolate treats and things like that that you would probably put in your Christmas Eve box. We put them in the stockings for Christmas Day, so they're definitely getting lots of things like that. And we'll be doing Christmassy activities as well in the lead up to Christmas, so we'll always do some sort of Santa visit or look at some lights. So I don't feel the need for these. I think on Christmas Eve it is nice to do things like family things, activities. So sometimes we'll do a garden centre trip and go get like some cake, have a look at the lights, that type of thing. So we do other things, but I just don't feel it's necessary to do the Christmas Eve box because it's probably going to bring a lot more things into the house as well that we don't really need and that I don't have space for. My number five item I'm not buying this year and have never bought is Elf on the Shelf. So this was obviously a trend that started probably 5 years ago, and my sons never really asked for it. Also, I definitely am against the idea because I think that parents are already busy enough as it is at this time of year without having an extra stress, as well as having to buy the elf, possibly buy some props. And sometimes, you know, activities the elf do can be quite messy. So it's just a lot of work to clean up, and don't want to be a Grinch, but I just don't think it's needed. I think Christmas is obviously getting really commercialised as well, and we don't need things like Elf on the Shelf to make Christmas special for our kids. But not saying obviously that, you know, people can't do it with everything that I'm going to talk about today is totally personal choice. People, can buy what they want as long as you're going to get some value from it and you've got somewhere to put it at the end of the day. Number 6 is buying gifts for extended family members. So we do buy gifts for the key people, like we buy all the kids, so obviously my kids and my nieces as well. We buy for our parents, so both sets. For these presents, we do try to ask what the children would like, obviously what our parents would like, whether that's vouchers or for the kids. I'd rather get them something that's going to be used. So a lot of the time I'll end up buying them clothes if that's what's requested. And then we will also do, with my siblings, we do a Secret Santa because there's 4 of us. So it just means that we're only having to buy 1 gift rather than 4. And we do sort of do a bit of a wish list, so it can be something from the list, so you know that you're going to get something you like. Similarly with my husband, we do ask each other what we'd like, so, or kind of give us a rough idea, so we know we're on the right track, we're not going to buy something that they don't need. But for any other family members outside of that, then we don't buy gifts, because we sort of said, we're all adults, we can buy ourselves what we want. We used to buy more for each other, and in the end you're just exchanging a lot of gifts or gift vouchers and don't necessarily think it's necessary, as well as saving space in your house, so you might end up getting gifts that you don't need or want. And similarly when you give them to people as well, unless you're very specific about asking what they would like or giving something that is usable, like food or an experience, that thing is going to take up space in their house and possibly their energy as well, deciding what to do with it. So that's why we only buy for key family members rather than everybody, as well as it being quite expensive again if you buy for everybody, and all that time having to shop around. Would rather just spend it on the key people that we need to buy for and be less stressed in the run up to Christmas. Number 7 on my list that I'm not buying this Christmas is new Christmas decor. So we have a tree that's already got lights on it, which we've had since we first bought a house. I think that was about 11 years ago. So it's still going strong. I still think it looks really nice. It's got some pine cones and things and berries already on the tree as well. And then our decoration theme is sort of like a classic kind of woodlandy theme. And I still really like it. I still think it suits the rest of the house. So over the years, we've bought like little decorations here and there over the years and added to it. But I think we've got to the point where we don't need any new decorations. So I'm not going to be buying anything new for the tree this year. We also have a few little standalone items that we can put on windowsills and things like that. And again, I've got enough of that type of decor. I don't need any more. And I actually don't have space for any more because we've not got a fireplace in our house. So the type of places where you would put these decorations, we're quite limited. We've only got a few windowsills really. We will also put lights up outside the house, which we've already have from previous years. The one exception actually is I do want to buy a wreath for the door. So previously I've had one that was suitable for indoors and I put it outside, and it's kind of made the decorations on it look a bit strange now. So it's definitely not suitable for outside. But I do struggle trying to get a nice Christmas wreath for outside that's weatherproof. A lot of the ones I've seen just tend to be the fresh ones that you can get, but I want something that's going to last year after year. So if anybody comes across any nice artificial outdoor wreaths that would deliver to the UK, then please let me know. Number 8 is Christmas bedding. So I haven't ever really bought any Christmas bedding and I don't intend to, and this is just because I don't really see the point in buying specific bedding that I'll only get out in December. So myself or the boys haven't got any and they've never asked for it, so I'm not really bothered about having any. And as well, it's something you'd have to store extra during the year, so it's a no-no from me. But obviously if you want to get your Christmas bedding on, go ahead. Number 9 is quite similar, and it's Christmas cushions, throws and blankets. And as much as these are really nice and cozy and they'll definitely give that Christmas vibe to your into your rooms, I don't think that I personally need them. We've already got enough cushions and some really cozy throws that we use in the winter to snuggle up under. Like I do that every night. I watch TV and have my cozy blanket on, but it doesn't need to be a Christmas thing for me. And if I get the Christmas ones out, then what do I do with the other ones? I don't really have enough space to be storing lots of extra Christmas things. So yeah, that's what I do. And yeah, saves me space, saves me money. So I'm happy with that. And moving on to number 10 that I don't buy for Christmas is Christmas dining or tableware. So I have my Denby black set of dining crockery that I use every day. It's nice and I don't feel the need to upgrade it for Christmas. I think with the table, I can make that really Christmassy by having some Christmas crackers, some Christmas napkins, those types of disposable items, and then also maybe some candles on the table. But apart from that, I won't be putting anything specifically Christmas on the table that I'm buying for this occasion. Again, it's something else you'd have to store all year round, and I just don't feel I wouldn't get the use from it as well. Number 11 is Christmas specific party outfit. So I've got a few Christmas party or night sites to go to this year, but I'm not going to buy anything new. I have actually been trying to do a no buy this year. I've bought a few things, so I have a little bit failed on that one. But for Christmas, I'm just going to shop my wardrobe and see what I've already got. I think I've definitely got some things that would be suitable or can be jazzed up a bit with some jewellery or accessories and sparkly bags to make them look a bit more Christmassy. I think the problem with buying something really specific for this time of year is, especially the stuff that's more in the sparkly kind of velvet, those sort of really nice fabrics, they look really good around Christmas, but then there's a limited opportunity to wear them for the rest of the year. So I would say that if I am going to buy something, maybe next Christmas to wear, I'd probably go with something that's a bit more generic that I can wear at other times in the year. Because a couple of years ago I did buy a sequin top that was quite Christmassy, and I haven't worn it since. It didn't cost loads of money, but if that's not the point really, it's just sat in my wardrobe and I've hardly worn it. So I like to get use of out of what I do wear. So I think that's something that I'll be definitely not buying this year. And lastly, my number 12 item that I'm not buying for Christmas this year is stocking full of toys for the boys. So in previous years, I've bought little small toys to kind of fill out the main gifts or to just put something extra in the stockings alongside the usual bits I put in. But I find that these don't tend to get played with that much, and the boys are already going to have like chocolate treats, books, some socks, little things like that that are useful and will be used. I find the little stocking filler type toys usually quite cheap and they break easily, that kind of thing. And like I said, they're not usually played with, so they're a bit of a waste of money in my house. So that's 12 things I'm not buying this Christmas to save some space in my house, save money, and save some time in shopping as well. What about you? Is there anything that you're not buying this Christmas? Let me know in the comments and we can all share our ideas so that we can have a bit more of a minimalist Christmas. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe, as it'd be great to have you in our community and to get notifications on further videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.